Astronauts on the ISS have not been returned to Earth because of a strain of unusual bacteria that could pose a potential threat to humanity. In April 2024, scientists raised concerns about a mutated bacterium on the ISS that has become highly antibiotic resistant and can destroy insects and may assist other bacteria, posing a potential risk to astronaut health. While some experts warn that this bacterium could threaten humanity if it reaches Earth, official sources have disputed these claims. Nonetheless, there have been irregularities with the ISS, such as the postponed return of astronauts from the station. In mid-April, NASA reported the discovery of 13 strains of Enterobacter bugandensis on the ISS. This event marks the emergence of a new life form in space. Cosmonauts collected a malodorous substance from the ISS walls for analysis, revealing it to be a mutant bacterium originating in space. 5 years prior, astronauts identified a significant colony of Enterobacter bugandensis on the ISS, a bacterium linked to gastrointestinal diseases. And this bacterium, found in samples from the toilet and exercise area, is notoriously hard to eliminate and resistant to most antibiotics. However, it's not highly contagious and poses limited danger to humans. Immunologists report that mutations, errors in the genetic code's replications, have significantly altered the bacterium. These changes in microorganisms are due to cosmic radiation and microgravity. Consequently, Enterobacter bugandensis has evolved into an entity that is nearly indestructible, quote unquote, as it no longer responds to antibiotics. And furthermore, this bacterium has been found to reproduce actively and be contagious. It also eliminates insects capable of adapting and surviving alongside hazardous microorganisms. While similar occurrences have been documented previously, the rapid proliferation and spread of these new strains, coupled with their resistance to Earth-based antibiotics, presents a challenging scenario for the ISS and its crew. And moreover, some experts have posited that the bacterium exhibits a form of consciousness, quote unquote. By learning to survive independently, it assists others' bacteria in doing likewise. The reasons behind this behavior, and crucially, how such minute organisms develop a concept of cooperation for mutual benefit, remains enigmatic to scientists. Additionally, it is speculated that astronauts might be intentionally retained on the ISS to prevent potential risks to humanity. Furthermore, following the identification of a mutant aboard the station, unusual incidents have occurred, bearing a resemblance to the narratives of science fiction movies like Alien. Currently, 9 crew members are stationed on the ISS: Oleg Kononenko, Nikolai Chub, Alexander Grebenkin, Matthew Dominique, Michelle Barat, Janet Epps, Tracy Dyson, Sunita Williams, and Barry Wilmore. Sunita and Barry reached the station aboard the new Starliner spacecraft on June 6, yet they stayed on the ISS. The official report states that the gas leak was detected on board, leading to the shutdown of several engines prior to docking, which resulted in the astronauts' prolonged stay in orbit. NASA has chosen to delay the Starliner's return indefinitely. The agency statement, noted for its stark simplicity, has raised concerns. NASA officials informed the press that the Starliner crew is not stranded on the ISS. The astronauts are simply taking their time to return home, aimed to collect as much information as possible about the spacecraft before it heads back to Earth. Repairs on the ISS surface necessitated a spacewalk. Astronauts Tracy Dyson and Matthew Dominic were slated for this task on June 13, but it was postponed due to issues with Dyson's spacesuit. On June 24, a spacewalk was cut short to 31 minutes when a water leak from Dyson's suit's cooling circuit occurred, prompting their return to the station. And furthermore, on June 26, the ISS crew was unexpectedly instructed to relocate to the descent modules, spending around an hour there. NASA attributes this precaution to the destruction of a satellite in space. On July 16, the third attempt by astronauts to venture into space was unsuccessful. What's particularly intriguing is the reason for their urgent need to exit the ISS. It appears that the astronauts were tasked not only with dismantling a malfunctioning communications unit on the station's truss, but more crucially, with conducting research on the survival capabilities of microorganisms outside the ISS. The spacewalk was scheduled to last 6.5 hours. The purpose of taking mutated bacteria outside the ISS raises questions. Was the intention to dispose of them? And was it mere coincidence that 3 consecutive attempts failed? This is from Solask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.